Good morning, this is 4005 Kings Oak. I'll flip around and give you a little show, but I wanted to show the street view as well. I believe this is one of the newer construction. I'm going to flip around and so this is 4005. That is this is Kingsway. So you are right off of a main road, but you are like the second house in. Very nice. There's 2 and 3 car garages in here. This one is a 2-car. And just like the other properties that we've seen in here, it looks very like small and unassuming, and then you're going to get inside and it's going to be humongous because it's over 3,000 square feet. So I just kind of wanted to show the detail. This one is very nice. It has that pineapple there, the sconces, and as I mentioned, I think this one is a newer build. It's in the newer section. So here's the front of 4005. And then this kind of shows because it has that walkout, so we'll get there. There's the side. Very nice lawn, well maintained. Landscaping looks beautiful. They are a little bit closer than some of the other ones. Oh, there's a bunny. But it's not obscenely so, and you don't have it looking into someone's house, which is perfect. So, alrighty, we'll head inside. Okay, something I wanted to mention on this front stoop, it has a nice little porch off here that is covered. Everything is vinyl wrapped, and the railings themselves are vinyl, so you would have very low maintenance on here, just some power washing, and the concrete looks to be in really great condition. So you've got 2 steps in, but it's a pretty flat entryway, which is great for aging in place. And then we're gonna head inside. Okay, we've made our way inside. So this property, I like to point out the peekaboo windows that I've done in the past. It really helps with the natural light. This house has some great natural light. When you first come in, you've got the hardwoods here. So a little entry area. This house is vacant. And then right off to the right is like a formal room. A lot of people have this as a library or an office. It does not have French doors here, so that's something you could always change later, is add those in to kind of give it a little bit of privacy for an office. But it opens up right into the kitchen and the living room. I'm just going to show you, here is coat closet right off the front entry. And then we come inside, and this little hallway, I believe, has another... Okay, so coming into the home, it opens up very nicely, and you have the kitchen right off of your entry area, but you've got a little bit of space. I just want to show it does come in. You do have that office space here, and then it opens up very nicely into the kitchen and living room. Not quite as big as I was expecting with 3,000 square feet, but I believe that's going to probably be in the basement as well. So you've got a really nice kitchen. This is very well done. It is a little darker wood with a lighter countertop, with a double oven. Oh, I misspoke. That is a microwave and oven, but that's nice. And it has the gas stove top. So I'll just kind of give you, there's some natural light above the sink here. And then a couple of windows. So it does have really nice natural light. This living room is, I don't want to say it's small because it's not, but it just, I think because there's no furniture in it, if it looks smaller, that's kind of where it's coming from. When I first walked in, I thought, oh, I thought this was bigger than this. But really, I think it's just because it's not lived in right now, so it's empty. But this space, I would suggest, would probably be 16 by 12 or 16 by 13. It's actually a quite large space, and you do have the gas fireplace there with the inlet, and then you have this nice deck that is vinyl as well. And let's head out there and I'll just show you guys that. So it's on the second floor, so you're not going to have access from the outside. This is an inside access only. It's a little too high up, I think, I mean, I'm sure you could get a contractor to add stairs on if you wanted, but I'm not sure that you would want to. The size is probably about similar. It is probably a 12 by 10, so it's not going to be humongous, but it is all vinyled. And then you also have the Trex, or the compressed material, so it's helpful with, you're not supposed to have wood rot and things like that. Okay, so we're moving on into the house. So just to give you an idea, we have the front entry here, a coat closet, and then there's this hallway which comes right across from the kitchen area. And this is where you've got a pantry, and here, let me open this door up so you can see. So you do have a pantry here, and then you have a first floor, excuse me, I almost said a walk-in, a first floor laundry room, and this also is your garage access, and I'll show that. It is a large laundry room. It's echoey in here, so I apologize if I sound funny. It is very standard, but I think you guys could put your touch on it. You mentioned that before, that you guys don't always like fully done because you like to put your own touch on it, and I think you could do that in here. It's just very plain. There's nothing wrong with this property. It's just very standard is what I would say. So this is sheetrocked. It is not an insulated garage door, which isn't a big deal because we're in Virginia. We don't get tons of cold, but just know that that helps with the cold in the winter. We've got the scuttle access here, a little bit of additional storage that was built in. It's just a standard size 2-car garage. And then you also do have the floors are sealed, which is a really nice uptake just because it helps keep that dirt and moisture away from the house. And then you have it sheetrock throughout, so that will help with utilities. And we'll head into the other part of the house. Okay, so coming out of that laundry room, which is here, right down the hall, we have one of our first bedrooms. And this is just a standard, I think this is probably original flooring. I don't see a whole lot wrong. A few scuffs and things from moving probably, but the carpet seems to be in good condition. Maybe original just because of the look of it. I think it's probably original, but nothing wrong with it. Has nice natural light in here, has ceiling fan, light fixture, and then you have a double closet. I believe this is just a standard size closet. That's always nice to have the double doors for storage to get access to the full thing. All right, and as you can see, as we walk out here, we go straight across to a hall bathroom. Hello, hello. And I have just a standard pedestal. This is very standard. I keep saying that and I apologize. I just have to find another adjective to describe it. It's very plain. But as I mentioned, I think you guys could easily have it painted and maybe do a couple of upgrades, you know, a new countertop pedestal or something like that. I think it would easily be able to put your touch on it. It does have hardwoods throughout the hallways, and also you saw in the kitchen and in the living room, but the bedrooms do have just regular carpet in them. And I believe these are like greater build carpet. Like I said, nothing wrong with them. I'm not seeing stains or anything, but it's just standard. This bedroom is very much like the other one that we just walked through. It does have ceiling fans, light fixture, one window, about similar in size. I think this one's a little bigger. It's probably anywhere from 12 by 11 by 12 by 12, maybe 13 by 12. It's hard for me to always know the sizing, but it's a good size bedroom here. And then you again have the double doored closets like the other room, very standard sizing. All right, and then we'll head down to the primary. All right, so this is the primary bedroom. It is massive. When you walk in, it opens up from the hallway at the end of the hallway. And you can see here, it's got nice natural lighting. It's 8:30 on Thursday morning, or Friday morning, excuse me, I'm off a day. And you can have really nice morning light in here. This one would probably be 25 by 13, 14, maybe further than that. But it is a massive room. There's a lot you could do in here. Have space for all of your furniture and things. Let's see what your view out the window. So it does have these, what we call the plantation blinds, but really just the nicer shutters. Let me get this open. So you're just kind of looking out over the backyard. I did notice that this yard is not fenced. Some of the others are. So you do have an opening into the next yard. So that would be another thing that you could think about doing, would be adding some fencing onto it. Okay, so we're still in the bedroom and we're headed to the walk-in closet. And I gotta say, when I opened it, it was a little bit of a wow factor. This is almost a bedroom in itself. It's a small one as far as bedrooms would go, but for a walk-in closet, it feels massive. It's about a 9x9, 9x8 room in itself. They don't have really a whole lot of built-ins or anything like that in here, but you absolutely would have the space to have a beautiful walk-in closet built, if that's something you so desire. Just because of the spacing in here, you've got probably a good 4 feet from the door in on this side and the same on the other side. So there's lots of space if you wanted to do any built-ins. Right across is your primary bathroom, and we'll get there in just a second. But I wanted to point out, you have this full double door right behind, and this is your linen closet, and there's additional space in here, but it goes all the way down on both sides. So you have a really lot of great storage in this primary bedroom. Okay, so coming into the primary bathroom, it's very neutral, and I keep saying that, but I think just adding little pops of color, maybe changing out some things to be more your style, it would help add some color and life into this master or primary bedroom, excuse me. You get a soaker tub here, and then a nice one-step shower that does have the built-in bench, which is always wonderful. And then it does have nice tile. All of the bathrooms have the same. They're very similar throughout look of tile. So it's not the biggest primary bathroom that I've seen for sure, or that we've seen. But it does have double vanity, room for your toilet, your tub, and your shower in here. And then we'll head down to the basement. Okay, so before I forget, I showed you this little pantry here, but I realized that I didn't open these doors, and oh my goodness, this is the actual pantry right across from the island in the kitchen, which is really convenient. So you have 2 storage areas, one on this hallway side, and then one right here in this opening. There's double closet doors, so you see they've got chairs and things in here as well, but like it's adequate space. It is probably 4 foot deep, and then you can see how wide it is with the double doors. So great space, and we'll head downstairs. Okay, we're down in the basement, and I just wanted to show that it has a landing here, which is always nice because when you're coming up from upstairs, you've got 3 or 4 steps, 2 sets of landings here for easy, access down. And then it just keeps it from being so steep. And then it opens up, and I'm going to show you all of it. That's some unfinished basement space. They have a little mini fridge down here, but it's one big open room. So this is where I also see you guys putting your touch on it, because you really wanted a bedroom or 2 for grandkids and kids. So if this was something you wanted to maybe close out or show the space a little differently, I think you could easily throw a wall or 2 up. This is a massive room. I wouldn't even begin to guess how large it is. I mean, over 30 feet long and maybe 20 to even 25 foot wide. Like, it is the majority of the finished space. You'll see here, it does have some sliding glass doors, and I'll head out back in just a minute. They have a 4 tabletop table down here, and a little kind of like indoor outdoor furniture. And then you see this room as well. There is a full bathroom down here. So if you don't finish it off, they still have access to a full bath. Very similar features to the hall bathroom. The tile is very similar. I believe it's all the same. And then you have a humongous unfinished basement. So I'm going to show you this as well. So this would be another area that you could have a contractor come in, or you guys, if you're like to do that kind of thing, would finish out this side of the basement to make an additional bedroom. You do have some air handler access and things like that, keeping that in mind, and your hot water heater, and I'll get you an age on that. But you have access to all of your panels. So just a workshop area almost over here. So you have additional space if you decided to finish this part out as well. If you wanted to leave that big living room-esque area and not do that, you could easily finish this part of the unfinished basement out. And you would have maybe just leaving access here, a doorway or something. Like, I could see that being finished out completely, and then just having almost like an opening, and make this the unfinished part of it. because you would have access directly to the bathroom right here. But you also have this huge space. So if you're not worried about privacy for them, if the bedrooms upstairs are adequate, then this is a humongous space. But this is the basement for King's Oak. And we'll head outside. Okay, so we're headed outside. It's a nice screen door. Little covered under the patio here. So not really an outdoor space too much that's built in. Looks like a couple of the neighbors have, you know, poured in-ground concrete and things like that. So it's got a little bit of a slope, as you can kind of see here. But I could see if you put a little bit of work into this, this would be an awesome little backyard area. You could fence off a section if you want the grandkids to be able to come outside and play. So, and I just wanted to show the back of the home as well. I'll back up and give you a purview of the whole thing. That's the rear yard. So even though you are next to your neighbors on both sides, there is some privacy. They have some greenery in between, and then this is really the only one where you can kind of see directly into the backyard, and I think the way to fix that would be some fencing or even some greenery planted to give you a little bit more privacy. But that is 4005 King's Oak. Before I forget, this carpet looks like it's been shampooed, but it's in really great condition. It's a Berber, so it's a low level carpet, which is great for in and out and clean up. But anyway, this is all in good condition. I do think it's probably original as well. Nothing wrong with that. Just wanted to point that out to you guys.